results here. Just finished City and Cobh Ramblers game down in Cobh. City won at 1-0, a goal in 27 minutes from Rory Keating. For the first half an hour, I suppose, Cobh had a good lot of chances, kept putting the ball on in City's back, down their defence. Josh Hoonan was outstanding for Cork City today. Just before City scored, I suppose, in terms of chances there, Luke Desmond cut in from the right for Cobh in the about 25th minute and took a shot, and the ball was blocked, came out to Dale Holland on the edge of the box and took a great shot, and I was that this is a goal, but Jimmy Cochran made a great save. And Cobh, I suppose, were doing that every couple of minutes, where they were dropping the ball in and waiting for the second ball to drop, and they had their chances. Luke Desmond had another chance like that in the 30th minute, where they put the ball in on City's throats and the ball came back out. And unfortunately, he's a lovely left foot, Luke Desmond. He plays in that kind of, I suppose, that 8-9 position. They're just behind the striker, and he had a great chance, but he hit it over the bar, and City caught Cobh on the break. When Cobh probably had a lot of possession, they were piling the pressure on City, and so yeah, City got a free kick just around the edge of the box down there, and the ball was on the left hand side of the box, and all the players went to the left hand side, but Rory Keating pulled away to the right. City took a quick, Rory Keating turned and volleyed it into the goal. Then a very unfortunate incident in the game. Then just after the goal, a lot of the City fans who were up in the top corner here where they keep the away support, they pushed forward, the fans did, and kind of a bit of a crush, and I think there was a couple of people injured and stuff like that. The fence blew down afterwards, which was kind of disappointing. So the game was stopped for about 15 minutes because the guards had to come up, and security and stuff, and first aid, just to make sure everything was alright. But I think nobody got seriously injured as such. I think there was a couple of cuts and bruises. Then just before half time, Dara O'Connell, I think is his name. He's the left back for Cobh, literally 45th minute. The lovely free kick there, and just on the edge of the box here behind me there, just on the right hand side of the box. He's left footed, and Cochran made a great save again. The second half then, actually, really being honest about it, there wasn't really much in the game. City just kind of killed the game as such. They weren't really creating anything, but they started making changes then, brought off Barry Coffey and brought on Aaron Bolger, took off Shrebley there and brought on James Doona, and just to kind of see out the game. And Cobh weren't really up to much, lost a lot of the ball. I suppose in that sense then what Cobh done was, and which they should have done earlier, they brought in Shawnee McGrath and they put him in just behind the striker, dropped Luke Desmond back into the centre midfield, and they brought him on the 80th minute, and he's a lovely little player. He's only about 5'2" or 3", and he beat 3 or 4 City players, and had a great shot, and Jimmy Cochran pulled off a great save. And literally with that last couple of minutes, Cobh had a couple of corners where they kept belting in and City had to clear it, but after that, once City got out of that there, and that was the 91st, 92nd minute, the game was good as all over. I think the ref played 4 minutes injury time, and that was it. He blew up. I suppose Cobh will be quite disappointed they didn't take their chances in the first half, especially the first half an hour. Man of the match for Cork City again was Josh Hoonan. He was outstanding at centre half, because Jake Hagerty is a big, strong, powerful young fella, and he kept on his throat all the time. But Hoonan has a bit of ruthlessness about him, a bit of tenaciousness about him, and wasn't afraid to get stuck in. So yeah, great result for City. Lovely night, lovely day down in Cobh, and still beautiful down here. So it was a great day for a game. It's probably about 3,500–4,000 people here. So in that sense for Cobh, look, as I said, it's great for the club, because they get a nice revenue out of it, nice income. So yeah, that's it. Look, good result. As I said, I knew it was going to be a tight game, and we'll move on to the second round.